Hey everybody, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, April 28th. It is the last Monday in April, and I just realized I forgot to change glasses so I can see. I know, isn't that crazy? I've hit that old age. Hi Roseanne, thanks for hanging in there. I'm running a little late tonight. I worked late and just life in general, right? Hi, Mary Ellen. Thanks for joining. Okay, got it up on the computer. It's a bad hair day. It's just a crazy Monday. I wish it was Friday today. Okay, what did you guys do this weekend? We had a work at home weekend. I, of course, worked on stamping stuff, except Friday. Friday, I got to go up to visit my sister and my niece, who is in from Indiana, and I got to meet my great grandniece, Zoe, who is 3 months old, and then Miss Quinn, who just turned 2 years old, who is a hoot and a holler. I got there and she goes, I need a knack. I need a knack. But then she didn't want to eat the knack anyways, but we had a great time being able to visit with them. Then Saturday, like I said, Saturday and Sunday, I worked on Stampin' Stuff. I worked on the kits from the free shipping sale. Yay, you guys did good. You put me over what I wanted for my goal, so that was fabulous. I have a bunch of the card kits from last Monday night to put together, but I will get those done this week. I'm preparing for my catalog kickoff, Coffee, Cocoa, and Cards, Wednesday night. So working on all of that stuff. Hi, Judith. I'm sorry. I was running late tonight, so it probably was a little harder to find. Tony worked outside. He put a new water heater in on Saturday. Yay. I am so fortunate to have a hubby who is handy. And then tonight, it looks like he planted the garden, bought me one of my favorite flowers to plant, and everything out front is flowering. It's just so pretty. So I decided for tonight, Mother's Day is just 2 weeks away from yesterday. So it's time to kind of get something together. And this was a quick one, but it's a brand new, and I forgot to bring the stamp set over with me, so I'll have to grab that. It's a brand new bundle coming out in the annual catalog or the May online exclusives. And I'll be honest, I don't have them all clear in my head right now, but it is beautiful. I absolutely love. I'm having a blast playing with it. So I didn't draw names yet tonight, so next week I will draw 2 sets of names, okay? So that we'll have 4 winners next week, and then we'll go from there as next Tuesday begins the new annual catalog, okay? So we're playing with some. We're using Strawberry Slush, a returning in color. So yay, lots of you are on. I'm seeing lots of popping up saying hi, so that's awesome. Okay, I've got that up going. Let me go grab the stamp set that we're using. And it is this one. And then it's also, and I thought I brought that one over. Talk amongst yourselves, because at the moment I can't find the other stamp set. Okay, it's not there. I believe it's Patterns of Friendship. Okay, I'm back. We're going to start. Okay, let me go ahead and get this turned down. So give me a second. Hi, Margie. Again, I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. Yeah, Patricia, I'm sorry. I was running late tonight, and so I don't think many people were able to find me tonight very easily. I kind of tried to pop one on saying, give me a few minutes. I'm coming. Okay. All right. I think I forgot to bring a light over here tonight, so it looks like I've got some shadows. But hi, Peg. Okay, so we are using the Impressions Abloom, and this one's just a disaster right now, and the coordinating dies. Absolutely love this bundle. If you don't have it, you need to get it. with the new catalog. Obviously, the regular customers can't get it yet, but if you're a demonstrator and you have not ordered this one yet, you need it. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, Mother's Day. We need a little gift. Most of us moms don't need a lot, right? It's the thought more than it is the item, unless you have some to die for thing that you know that mom has on her list. Excuse me. Okay, so first we're going to start with the gift item. What do I like to do the very most? Okay, I guess I have two things I like to do the very most. One is 3D projects, treat and candy holders, things like that. The second one, and I think most of you know that, is framed art, right? Who doesn't love a cute little frame? This one's a 5x7. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this stamp set and bundle, and dies. The dies more than the stamp set, okay? And I forgot to grab. All right, give me a second again. Actually, we can do it with this one. Okay. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to, somebody said boxes. You got it, Annette. I love boxes. Love, love, love them. Love framed art. Okay, so I'm starting with a piece of really just scratch paper of basic white. Okay, the really cool thing with these dies, okay, so we have a frame type thing, and I'm trying to clear some of this out so that I can kind of show you. But because I was using it, it's all over the place right now. Okay, so you have frames. But the cool thing with the flowers, and you can see some of them, okay, you can cut out just the outline, okay? So you can stamp the flower. You have insides. You can die cut it. You can cut just the frame. You can cut, there's detail, okay? Really, really cool detail. I found the easiest way to do it is to tape it together, okay? And I got to get those things out of my way. Look for, it's kind of like a puzzle piece. Look for the longest, skinniest spot. And that's where, let's take this off so you can see the whole thing. That's where you know it fits right in there. Okay. Looks just like a puzzle, right? Don't worry about it being exact. That's okay. I put my washi or my sticky tape on it. Tear and tape. No, it's not tear and tape. It's like a sticky note, Post-it note tape. Okay. And I'm digging out my little mini cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to move my mouse out of the way. Hi, Susie. Okay. So we're going to get this opened up. And you are really close in there, right? Okay. Then I need my plates that are really dirty. Okay. We're going to use the platform. We're going to use the cut up one. And then we're going to put this one on there. We're going to cut this out twice. Okay, so we're just going to put the top on, and then we're going to roll it through. Okay, and I'm going to jiggle around here a little bit. Sorry. Okay. See, and I can't do it sideways. Just doesn't work. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to pop this out. And then I'm just going to peel my flower. Look at how cool that is. Just white. It's gorgeous. Okay, then I'm going to put this one back in there. And I'm going to cut a second one because I want two of the same size flower. Okay, I got to go straight here again. Okay, let's scoot this over here. Okay, there, it's sitting better. And then we're going to get this. Okay, here is my second flower. Look at how pretty that is. Love it. Okay, then I'm also going to take this leaf and a piece of soft seafoam, and I'm going to cut 2 of the leaves. Okay, why is this not sitting right? Because I'm missing 2 of my little bottom feet. Well, there's one. Okay, but one's missing. Well, let's see if we can't fix that a little bit. Get it a little sturdier. Yeah, that'll help a little bit. Okay, we're bringing our platforms back in. We're going to cut 2 of these leaves. Okay, so we're going to get that in there, and we're going to start cranking. Okay, there's one. And of course, I forgot my pick tool. Okay, so we're just going to get that out. Look at the fun detail on those leaves. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I want 2 of them. And on this one, I don't care so much about the top if I cut that off. I'm a little more concerned about the bottom. And this piece I grabbed from something else, so bear with me here. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to poke that, because again, I forgot my pick tool. Hi, Diane. Okay. Some days, right? Okay. Then we're gonna pull this out, and it really cuts some detail in those leaves. Okay, and that's okay that they didn't turn out perfect. It will still work very well. Okay, now my flowers. Okay, so I'm going to take Pretty in Pink, and I'm gonna use a little mini blending brush. I'm gonna pick up some of the ink. I'm gonna start off, because I don't want that little blob. And then I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna color all over the whole thing. Okay, like I said, there is a full stamp, and I'll be honest, I didn't like the white edge for the project that I'm doing. Okay, so then I'm gonna come in here. Okay, so I just lightly colored that whole thing. Now I'm going to pull in Strawberry Slush. Love this color. Okay, and I'm going to bring in the detail stamp. Okay, it's got lines and things all over. It is not going to line up perfectly with this. Okay, that's kind of the cool part. This is probably my tall one here. So if, nope. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna do right there. Look at how fun that is. You can see the texture through there. Now, one I did earlier, I actually stamped it first and then ran it through the die. And that really gave me a cool look. There we go. I like that one a little better. Okay. So then we're going to get this out of the way. And let's make our frame. Okay. So I am starting with the inside of my frame. which is a 5x7. This one had a cloth piece over it. I'm going to cover it with a piece of basic white. That is 5x7. Then I pulled Strawberry Slush, and this one is 4.5 by 6.5. Okay, so it's a 1/2 inch smaller all the way around than the basic white. Then I took a basic black and I did a 1/4 inch. So it is 4.25. Yep. Nope, this one's 4.5. That's 4.5. This is 4.25 by 6.25. I'm sorry. Then I took a piece of Pretty in Pink that is a little more than 1/8 of an inch smaller. Do you guys ever get the little fuzzies when it's time to change your blade and you just didn't yet? Take an emery board and you can get those right off. Okay. All right. So then this is going to go right on here. Gives me a bigger Strawberry Slush and a smaller basic black, but it kind of pops them apart. Then I have another piece of basic white that is 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So it's a 1/4 inch smaller than the Pretty in Pink. And I've embossed this with birchwood embossing folder. Okay. Now I'm going to put, where did I put my adhesive now? Oh, good heavens. I don't know where, there it is, right there. Goodness gracious. Emery board, yes. That's like another one of your Stampin' supplies that stays in your box all the time, just for good use. Another good one is a lint roller, one of the little mini ones you can get at Dollar Tree, because it works perfect for picking up little glitter or the dimensionals when they're all over the backings. It'll just grab those little things and get them right out of your way. Okay, so there is, whoops, trying to watch the video too. Okay, I'm going to end up putting dimensionals between these, so I don't want to assemble those quite yet. Okay, now in the dies, I took both of these kind of oval ones, and if you look close at this one, I thought it was a larger, that it would, yeah, they end up everywhere, that's for sure. I thought that the inside of this did not cut out, but it does. You get this little stitched rim that you can use, but it also gives one that's just a hair smaller than this one. And we know that I love layers, right? Okay, so I cut one in basic black that will go right on here. Then I cut, that's the plain one. Then I cut basic white with the stitched one and kept just the inside for this one so that it'll go on there like that. Okay. Now remember, I cut out the 2 leaves and I have 2 other ones over here. So we're going to put one like right here. Then the other one, in fact, I may angle it just a little bit. The other one, I'm actually going to cover up and I may cut them off even. Okay, here's the flowers that I did where I, what did I do? I stamped it first and then I embossed it. Okay, so you can kind of see a little different look. Okay, and so we are going to put this one kind of like right there. And I think I'll go just high enough to cover the edge of that. Then we're going to take the other one and we're going to come kind of more like this. I think I actually want to come down. So I am going to cut this one right off. Okay, I'm going to take it right off so that it does not show as I kind of bring this one down just a little bit more. I want to tuck it there. There we go. So we've got the staggered look, right? I used Lemon Lolly for my flower centers. Okay, should we assemble it? Okay, let's start with these things. And I'm trying to decide where all I want dimensionals. If I want dimensionals here, I think I do. Okay, so we're gonna put a dimensional there. Isn't it pretty? Strawberry Slush is just such a pretty, cheerful color. Black makes it all pop. Okay, I think I'm going to put the leaves down flat. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue because of all of those little kind of tear outs. And I'm going to angle that one just a little bit. And then I'm going to come back over here to the long one. And I'm going to put that one like that. So they're kind of overlapping a little bit. Okay. Then, of course, my flowers are going on with dimensionals, right? Okay. So let's... You swore you weren't going to buy any more flowers. Oh, my goodness, Jackie. There is a cone flower set in the new catalog that is adorable. Absolutely can't wait. But, yeah, I really liked this one a lot. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of do that. And no, I haven't assembled the rest of it yet. Okay, then this one, I'm going to get my dimensionals. Okay, and so here, I kind of want to come kind of like that. Okay, so we have them staggered. I am not a good flower arranger, but I think I can handle this. Okay. I think I'm going to put the white onto the black flat. So I'm going to use glue so that I can maneuver it a little bit because it is a small border. Okay, I'm going to pull my black off from there so I don't smear stuff. Oh, I forgot to get my silicone sheet, and I have a really fun new thing. Okay. Look at that. Now you know I'm going to attach this with dimensionals, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and one in the middle. Okay, now I've already attached these, so I think I am going to add that, and then I think that'll do. Excuse me. Okay, let's get the dimensional backings off, and then we're going to put it onto the basic black, which again we have kind of a small border, so you got to watch close. There we go. Okay. We're going to keep it because remember, we got a shadow box. We want to fill. We don't want like 2 inches of extra space inside there, right? We want it to keep coming right out towards the front. You guys liking this project? Would this be something that would be a good kit in the mail? Again, you know it doesn't include stamping ever, but if there's any interest, I could be die cutting pieces. Okay, and now we're going to put that onto there. And then one more, because why not use dimensionals? Do you know I had a team member laugh on a Monday Night Live one night. She's like, that's how you earn the trip, because you buy so many dimensionals. I'm like, well, you know, sometimes whatever it takes. All right. Mary Ellen's interested in a kit. Fabulous. Okay. All right. Now we're going to attach it to the basic white. There we go. And I am going to, you know what? I'm not going to glue it onto this because this will hold it in place. Then if I ever want, I can change out things. But then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Whoops, I already did. Okay. And then, whoops, we're going to, and I'm trying to center through the camera, through the, okay, how about like that? Okay, and then they should make a dimensional, what's that, Diane? A dimensional dispenser. Sometimes I think that would be really nice. Okay, and I can't find the stamp set. It's called Pattern, Friendships of Pattern. Emily, I might be. That's what I kind of was interested in, how many people might be interested in a kit. And then let me put together the cost, see how many frames I have, because I do have some on hand that could be included, and see what we can do. Okay, Patterns of Friendship, and I can't find the stamp set right now. I just used the stamp, but it is friends are the family you choose for yourself, okay? Doesn't say mom, but I still think it's really a cool greeting, layered on black, and then just put down here at the bottom on our frame. What do you guys think? Okay. I just liked, because I really didn't want one that said Happy Mother's Day. We don't have one that says, you know, you're the best mom. And I just thought this just kind of, it's like, yep, you could give it to a friend. You could give it to a daughter. I mean, it's great for a mom also. I would hang this, right? Okay, I'm going to cut this one in half. And then I'm going to put this at the bottom. I don't want dimensionals at the top because it's overlapping right there. Okay. I could put a little bit of regular adhesive, but I don't think I need to. I think just my dimensionals there will be enough. I'm going to leave a border at the bottom. Look at that. All right. I need my little glue thing. Okay. Then I'm trying to think if that's all of it. In this set, there are some of these little itty bitty flowers. Look at how cute those are. What do you think? Scatter a few of those around with maybe some of the new Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. Some of the little light colored ones right in the center of it. What do you think? Pop in some comments and let me know. Okay, and I did bring my pick tool over. Look at that. Aww. And one more. We'll put that one right up there. Nope, I got one stuck on my finger. Okay, I'm going to grab my mini glue dots. Okay, so let's grab, bling it up. You got it, Roseanne. Okay, we'll cover that smudge right there. How's that? And then there's one, and there's one. The mini glue dots give you, not like a dimensional, but they do kind of pop things up a little bit. Okay, and I'm trying to decide where do I want them. Okay, I think that one works, and then I think maybe right there. Okay, now where's my frame? I think that's all of it, right? Okay, so we're going to turn it upside down. Okay, now I need to make sure that I have it the right direction. Okay, there's the top. You can never have too much bling, right? Okay, that's my top. So I want to make sure that my top hanger is at the top. Set that piece back in there. Turn those tight little buggers. Oh, that one doesn't want to turn right now, but I'll get it. Okay, look at that. How pretty is that? Just very sweet, very simple. Okay, now we need a card to go with it, right? So our card has some little bit of changes to it. We have a basic white, thick basic white base, 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, then I have a piece of basic black that is 4 by 5.25. Then I have a piece of basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5. And I used the new Patterns of Friendship. It's called a die, but it pokes holes. It's kind of like a embossing folder. Okay, so let's go. I don't want that. That might ooze through. We're going to go ahead and put the basic white on the black and then onto our card base. Okay. And I think I fibbed to you. My basic black piece is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay. All right. So there's our card base. Now I'm going to take one of the flowers or the leaf stem. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of the flowers, but I need to cut one more of the centers. Okay, so let me grab this over here. I'm telling you, this is a fast card. Okay. Okay, so we're doing the outside. Can't hear you on replay. Uh-oh. Deb, you having problems with it? It's not hearing me? Okay, we're going to put that on there. We're going to crank it through. Oh, you have your grandson over. Yay. So you have to watch on replay. Got it. Okay. So there, and one of the cool things about taping these together is then you can't lose them, right? Because they are two kind of small pieces. And just like that, I lost the yellow one that I just cut. There it is. Whew. Okay, so we're going to bring our card back in. We are going to, yeah, I think she meant she has her grandson over, so she can't watch right now. Okay, so we're going to put this into the center of our flower, just like we did before. We are going to glue. Now, this time, where did I put my dimensionals? This time we're going to grab a couple of these. Okay, and let's just grab just some smaller pieces that we can put onto the back of our leaves. I'm kind of going at the base portion so that it can the top parts can kind of hang free a little bit. Okay, one more for the bottom. Okay. Then we're going to put this kind of right here. And then we're going to put dimensionals onto the back of our flower. 1, 2, 3. Deb's another one who loves framed art. Okay, look at how sweet and simple. Okay, now the Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera Pack is loaded. I think I showed this a week or two ago. Loaded full of greetings for all seasons, all occasions. And there was a really good one for Mother's Day. So then we can just pop that and we can actually, okay, let's get some dimensionals on it because you know we have to have dimensionals. Another thing that would be cool, is to adhere it to a piece of black and fussy cut around it. And I know you guys love when I do that, right? Okay, let's see how big. That one won't work, but this one will. It will just make it pop a little bit more. Okay, let's get a little bit of glue on there. Stick it down onto our card. Exactly. Very simple, but very pretty. We're all ready for spring and spring flowers. Okay, so it's just a really fun. The card coordinates with the frame. And of course, you could change the greeting. I just thought that was just such a fun greeting. And again, you just remember when you're cutting, trim around, turn your piece, not your scissors. Your scissors kind of stay stationary, sort of, and then you just turn your cardstock. You're leaving, I don't know, about 1/8 of an inch border, and I think I saw Roseanne said, yep, like the black. Like I said, kind of a pain, but look at how fast. It's really not taking long. Right? Okay. There we go. Now that pops well. Okay, so let's get some dimensionals on here. And I think I want one more over here on this little corner. That's right, Margie. Okay, I want this one back off from here. Okay, how about like that? Then I still have 3 flowers left from the frame when I cut those out. So let's go ahead and add those with some of the bling onto here. Get my mini glue dots. Glue dots just for you, Linda. Okay. Take these off. Okay, now to figure out where to put them. Let's put over here to kind of fill this space a little more. And then how about one more right there? Okay, now let's clean my space a little bit. And, well, let's not, oh, we got some shadow on that. Okay, well, it's glaring a little bit on the glass, but there is today's project for Mother's Day. Okay, again, it's a new set that's going to be in the new catalog, which begins next Tuesday. Impressions Abloom, okay, along with Strawberry Slush. You could, for this even, you could pull sayings out of here. Could be thinking of you. I don't think we want Happy Christmas, right? There's another thinking of you. Welcome. That would be really cute. And then there's black ones also sending hugs. So fun, 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 fun. Card really, all right, what did Margie just say? Oh, coordinating card really adds to, I'm not sure what that word is. Okay, but okay, that's it for this week. You guys have a fabulous week. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Monday, which is May 5th. Have a good week. Bye-bye.